I told you it was 12 years ago today. Something major happened, and it was not that Joe and Evan filled in for Boomer and Carton.
Yeah, that was a rarity.
I was in Miami at the time, and you said two significant events.
Yes.
What are they?
Well, the one that you're referring to and the one that most people will remember would be the LeBron James decision.
The decision.
Him going on TV. And around that, 24 hours leading into that, there were real rumors in New York he was coming here. There was a wild rumor he was at Allen Houston's house in Westchester,
what did that have to do with me?
Connecticut.
You said I was involved.
Yeah, Joe and I had to fill in for you.
Oh, that's right.
You're
right.
a lazy ass.
Right.
But the other story, which I think mattered to maybe as many people here and was impactful, was that there was a report in the New York Post that morning that the New York Yankees were acquiring Cliff Lee from the Seattle Mariners. Now, at the time, Cliff Lee had pitched great for the Phillies the year before. They had traded him to Seattle. And the Yankees acquiring Cliff Lee would have been the coup de... What's that?
Coup de grace.
The coup de grace.
No, not crew.
The coup de grace.
There you go.
And monstrous story. Turned out not to be the case. A day later, he's traded to the Texas Rangers. Cliff Lee throws 8 scoreless innings against the Yankees in the ALCS that year.
Who misreported that?
It was a Joel Sherman report. I don't know if it was misreported more than it was... I don't know. Maybe the Yankees thought they had a deal done for him. Like, he's a great reporter, so I think the Yankees thought, we've got Cliff Lee. And it fell apart, and then he's promptly traded to Texas, a team the Yankees would play in the American League Championship Series. And who knows, if Cliff Lee's a Yankee and not a Ranger, they probably win the pennant that year, and maybe they beat the Giants in the World Series. Who knows?
I guess the story is the Yankees offered Jesus Montero, David Adams, and Zach McAllister in return for Cliff Lee. And it never happened.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But that morning, it was a done deal. So think about this. You've got the Yankees acquiring one of the better pitchers in baseball.
Right.
Side by side with the LeBron decision. It was unbelievable.
You know the thing that bothered me most about the LeBron, or second most, about the LeBron decision, obviously,
Can I guess?
Not coming to New York's the obvious
Can
one.
I guess, knowing you?
Yeah. The second thing that kills me.
Can I guess?
And I didn't know it till well after.
Oh. My guess was going to be you had a problem with Jim Gray hosting it.
Boy, you're right there.
Oh, I'm right there.
You're right there.
Oh, man, why?
I didn't learn until years later. It was Jim Gray's idea.
To do the TV show?
To do an announcement like that. That's how he became the guy to host it. Jim Gray went to LeBron or his representatives and said, I've got a great idea and a way for you guys to make a lot of money. Televised announcement. It was Jim Gray's idea.
May I ask you all these years later? And I know at the time we all had some bitterness, especially Knicks fans thought they had him. Even me as a Net fan, I thought, hey, you never know, even though that was crazy. So we all walked away with a negative feeling towards it.
Yes.
Nowadays, when we wait for breaking news in the NBA or the NFL or baseball, all we're doing is checking Twitter. It's very anticlimactic the way we find out breaking news.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't you think a show like that is actually awesome?
If you're a Miami Heat fan, that show was awesome.
No. Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Right now, most of NBA Twitter, and certainly myself as a Net fan, we are waiting to find out what happens with Kevin Durant.
So you're saying tomorrow night at 8?
Yes.
Kevin Durant.
So
yes, that'd be pretty cool.
So we don't know what happens. They keep it a story where Woj doesn't know it, Shams doesn't know it. But tomorrow night, Sean Marks in his beautiful New Zealand accent is going to come on TV and he's going to announce, here's what we've done. Like, the ratings would be crazy.
I agree.
And isn't that better than just randomly refreshing Twitter at 4:30 in the morning to see a Woj bomb?
Again, I think if it wasn't Jim Gray and if he chose the Knicks, we would have loved it.
But forget the Knicks for a second. Moving on to the future.
Yes.
Like, what is so bad about an idea like that?
A breaking news channel.
No,
tomorrow at 8 o'clock, Kyrie, where's he going?
Like, isn't that better than the way we could?
Well, here's the problem
we get
with
news now is such a weird thing. Why not save it for a national television
Let's say
event?
we were going to do that.
Yeah.
Here's the problem.
That it's going to leak.
The problem is everything that's wrong with the NBA and NFL draft. That we sit there and we watch it on TV, and 5 minutes before the pick gets announced, I know who they're picking.
No, that's a problem. I agree.
And it drives me crazy.
We have to plug the leaks on this.
And you know why it drives me crazy? Because I know that XYZ team took XYZ player. And the people on TV don't know it.
Right.
And that kills me.
No, I completely agree with you. And the only way to handle this is, let's say ESPN's got the television program. We're going to find out where Durant's traded tomorrow night on ESPN. Right. You get Woj to say, I'm not going to leak it out because you're a part of ESPN. But you can't stop Shams.
Correct.
You can't stop Brian Lewis of the Post. You can't stop anybody because if they have the story, why would they feel owed to ESPN anything?
Correct.
But in theory, Craig.
Yes, I like it.
It's awesome.
I like it. What are you going to say, something?
I was just going to say what's worse than the selections is when there's a trade. Because then they'll have the guy sitting at the studio desk talking for 5 minutes about a player's potential fit alongside his new teammates.
Right.
But we're sitting there and we know he's not even going to that team.
Right.
Like, why are you wasting 6 minutes of broadcast, to your point, on the same network that your own insider just released the information on when he's not even playing
and to
there?
your point, like if you watch the draft, you'll have more information on Twitter. Twitter's going to tell you the trades, while on TV, they're always so far behind. And sometimes they don't even tell you the trades.
And one of the things was, like, we always say at home, why do they let Woj do that? They have to. Because if they don't, Shams is going to break every story.
Right. That's the problem.
Right?
No, I agree with you. And that's the problem with this idea.
But it does suck.
That even if we were going to hold back the information on a Durant trade or a free
It's like
agent
this.
signing, how are you going to keep it under wraps?
Hey, Billy, how do you feel being drafted by the Knicks? And I'm going, they traded him to the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
I love Coach Tibbs.
Like Aaron Judge's decision. You wouldn't watch that on MLB Network? Aaron Judge decides where he's going to play. We would be glued to it. And isn't that better than a John Heyman tweet at 2:27
Now,
p.m.?
to be fair, most people panned the decision. It was a bad look.
No, I know
it was
that.
insensitive, all this stuff.
I know that.
So, could you do it in a way that people didn't pan it?
Well,
or criticize it?
The problem with what happened with the decision wasn't the TV show. I stand by that. It wasn't. It was the fact that people were pissed he went to Miami.
I agree.
That's what it comes down to.
Well, right.
That's what it comes down to.
And then we criticized the manner in which, the self-serving manner in which they announced.
Okay, but let's use Aaron Judge as an example now. Forget basketball. Aaron Judge is a good dude. We all like him.
I don't know about liking him.
I like him. I'm a Met fan. I have no issue with Aaron Judge. I got no quarrel with him.
He's kind of like Melba Toast.
But that's maybe part of why he's not disliked.
Like, you don't dislike him for sure. He's not a bad guy in any way, shape, or form.
Aaron Judge says, I'm going to announce my decision on national TV.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. It's all going to go to charity, similar to LeBron, and we're going to have a TV special.
Yeah.
Isn't that better for us than refreshing Twitter to find out what Joel Sherman tweets? What is the negative? Let's take a step back from the LeBron decision. What's the negative to that?
There's no negative.
8 o'clock Thursday, we're all going to watch.
We don't watch
Aaron
it.
Judge going?
Every one of us would watch it. I'm going to take my talents after the break.
Right.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
You have a lot of influence and power. I think that you should push Major League Baseball. Of all the sports, you want to know why? They need it more. Baseball needs it more. The NBA is this crazy drama. MLB,
they do need
with an offseason that's all over the place, you tell players, look, as soon as you're about to make a decision, we go on lockdown.
Right.
We set up an MLB Network special, and you're going to make that announcement on TV. And here's what I say to Joel Sherman and John Heyman and all these great reporters. I say, if you want breaking stories in the future, you ain't going to report this one. You want trade rumors in July? You want me to leak information? You're going to keep this one quiet because this is good for baseball. MLB Network announces Shohei Ohtani has signed with 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Tell MLB.
Well, I'm waiting for them to get back to me on the last question.
Yeah, the last question was a good one, too.
But I like how MLB oversees it. So MLB Network, all trades, all breaking stories, all free agent signings, you have to go to them.
You tell Jeff Passengray, you want to break a story? This is for the good of the sport. We need this so that on Wednesday night at 9 in the middle of December, find out Jacob deGrom's decision.
Yeah.
Dude, the entire city would watch that.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
Hosted by Evan Roberts.
Carton. No, I don't want to host it.
I mean, I can't host things there. I've got a job, but I could certainly produce it.
Listen, you're looking for a million jobs.
I
You can
could
do the
certainly
job.
produce it. Behind the scenes, cha-ching.
Here's the problem. Here's why I can't host it. I'm sitting there with Jacob deGrom. He's about to announce his decision. I have no idea. If this guy announces on TV he's signing with the Atlanta Braves, it will go terribly wrong.
No, it'd be great, though. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Fat, fat, fat.
You know what, Jake? You big stiff. You can't stay healthy.
You stole my soul, Jake. You stole my soul.
I'm dying on TV, Jake.
Yeah.
This is what you want to do to us?
That'd be great. I'll tell Manfred tonight. I think we're having cocktails, so I'll tell him tonight.
Baseball needs this more than any other sport, honestly.
I agree with you on that. I'm not opposed to it.
They're the ones that should do it.
I will call them after the show on my way home, and I'll walk them through your genius idea. MLB presents The Decision.
Dude, be awesome.
Dun, 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 dun.